Kitty. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys in my community section to give me some topics to speak about or a topic to do. And I'm scrolling through, and the main the main thing that I see as far as topics and things like that is mental. You know, um, a lot of you have issues, personal problems from your past, your present, how you feel about yourself. A lot of you guys have put that out there, which is very brave. So, a lot of people would not normally do imagine. But I'm going to talk about how we are not all the same mentally. Okay. And this is the major part that a lot of people don't understand. How you feel about yourself creates the rest of your life. Okay. So a lot of you guys will say, oh, how do I not feel this way? Or how do I get over abuse? And how do I do this, and that? Well, it's about how you feel about yourself. Okay. If you just keep thinking about how you feel about yourself, then you can fix that problem by thinking another way that you would like to think of yourself. So, you know, so think about yourself how you want to be thought about. If you are a victim of your own mind, which means you keep thinking back to the past, you can't get over something, you've been told something so long, you just don't know how to break out of it. Um, when you go seek therapy, when you go to professionals, all they're going to do is ask you how you feel and what you think you can do about it and suggest some little steps or whatever. But in the end, it has to be you that decides to simply think different. That's it. Okay. In the end of all therapy, all sessions, all medications, you're going to eventually have to decide to just think differently about who you are and those type of things. Okay. That's basically it. You're going to waste a lot of time and energy just to be able to come to that conclusion on your own anyway. So when you realize that, then you can skip the middleman or whoever, and then you can go and do that work on yourself. Okay, so that's all you got to do. Now, a lot of other questions in here pertain to how do you not take things personally? What about emotions? Someone else is saying, and choose what you want to believe instead. Okay, it's that simple. There's nothing else to it. Just that simple. Okay, y'all. A lot of you guys like to complicate everything, and I'm trying to tell you. Oh, did you just say that? Oh, I don't believe it. It's not true. Moving on. Okay, so we don't believe that. Check. And a lot of people are asking me. I'm down the list. Um, Someone asked me to talk about Gail and Oprah. I already did that on my other channel, and I went over there or not understanding it. I might have to do another one for the less spiritual people and break it down in different terms. But yeah. How to stomach a provider man who you don't like. The same way you stomach a job you hate. Okay. Um, okay. They're gonna try to help you before you even get to offer to help them. All right. Um, Corporate leveling up in hypergamy. Do what you normally do for leveling up and only dealing with people with money, except go to work in a corporate environment. I don't know. Y'all, do I look like I work in the corporate environment? Mommy issues and how to be a great woman without the proper guidance. guide yourself and find other people that inspire you, that give you good advice, and do the best you can with what you have. Okay. Mhm. Okay. What women don't know about marriage, that it's still some games that you play to the day that you probably die. It's all games, but they're not as intense. It depends on your mindset. Okay. But after a while, the games kind of die down, but you know, they are there. Okay. Getting over emotional abuse. Um, I don't think I've ever experienced abuse, because I just didn't believe people, you know. I just didn't. I would. I was too. I would just say move forward and focus on something that you actually want in your life instead of something that you left behind and don't want in the future. That's just the simplest way I can put it. Focus on something that you would like to have instead. Um, of those thoughts from the past. Think about your future. Think about what you're going to do today. um so I mean, I really don't understand why people ask me this question a lot, because I'm not the type of person that I don't know, I just cannot hold the hand. I have to just say, you know what, there are people right now starving to death, hanging on to life by one day, and we sitting over here because our feelings is hurt from something happened yesterday. Okay, get over it. Get up, dust yourself off, get up, and start again with a new mindset and a new outlook and a new confidence about yourself. I mean, that's basically all I can tell you to do. Um, I wish they just had memory erasers so that people could go get their memory erased, and maybe I could program you from the start back to before you were abused. But I can't do that, so you have to basically just move on. You can't fix it. It's done, over with. All you can do is improve yourself for the better. Why women accept the bare minimum from men? Because they think the man is the prize, baby. That's why. Okay. So I'm just going through my list of all the topics people wanted. Trauma is not erased like that. To some people, they can do it. I mean, some people, trauma, they can't erase it. I think it just depends on the person, you know. Um, it just depends on the person. Imagine if you were an EMT worker, or if you were a mortician like I was. Okay. And day in and day out, you have to deal with grief, death, people crying, screaming, little dead kids, babies, da 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 da. Okay. I dealt with that on a daily basis. So, I learned to control emotions on a high level. Okay. And the one thing that I've noticed is that it's helped me so much to accomplish a lot of things, because I see so much terrible in my life when I was a mortician that nothing else seemed terrible. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of things, and that probably will have people having nightmares and anxiety and all this kind of stuff. I just I learned how to deal with it, and the point is, if you handle it like it is a job, you will handle it. Thank you, Naima. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So sometimes you just have to make it a job to handle it. This is my job to handle this. This is my job to control this, you know. So if you think of it like a job, then it will be easier. That's why if you think of anything like a business or a job, you won't take things personally. You will put it in the correct perspective, the correct um, you know, priority, and you will conduct it like a business with no personal attachments and no feeling where you'll just get in and get out. You'll just deal with the problem and look for the solution. And that's how I work. I use my method of treating things like a business to get it done quick, fast, and you know the best way it can be done. But I'm not one of those people that waste my time and sit around worrying and thinking and experiencing stuff that I've already experienced. I'm ready to move on to the next level and improve. So I learned to do that like a job. Okay. Right. And that's the best way I can tell you. I mean, I know it's insensitive, but I learned a long time ago there is nobody that's going to come there and hold your hand and tell you it's going to be all right and that A, B, C, and D, you know, when you're a grown woman. So, and then, they might say some words, but there's nothing that they're going to take action and do for you because you have to do that for yourself. So I just say find a good way to deal with it. Best way I know how is like a business. Okay, let's see what else. Why some women are ashamed of using the baby voice, yet it holds so much power. Um, I think it's because women have been programmed to not be feminine or not be needy or vulnerable or childlike, but to be strong, masculine, hard, and smart. They've been taught to be too masculine. So the baby voice, you know, the baby voice doesn't have to be exactly like a baby, but it just has to be lighter and sweeter than your normal voice. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. I don't know why women don't embrace it more. It works. I promise you. Just try it. The art of getting another one. That was funny. The art of getting another one. Get up, dust yourself off, look in the mirror, fix your lipstick, go out, wait for another one to approach. Make sure you're in the right environment and the one that approaches is worth it because he is the correct target. Not looking backwards, getting 2, 3, 4, however many you feel like you need, and that way you never really have to go get another one. You could just go get the other one. Okay? Go get the other one or go get another one. Why most women are completely okay with support gay men, but have side chicks and polygamy. I don't even know how to go together, but have a problem with side chicks. Anytime and stack your money. Polygamy, I'm a millionaire and I got my own everything. So, I mean, I think I've done a whole video on that. And I think with supporting gay men, I think it just means you don't discriminate. You don't discriminate and you don't really have a reason to discriminate. How to dress to be more feminine. Feminine colors, skirts, heels, dresses, makeup, hairstyle, just a soft and feminine look everywhere you go, or at least a touch of femininity if you have to be in a masculine environment or wear something that's not super feminine, like accessories, heels, or hair, or makeup and nails and things like that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, my husband is downstairs. We work home. This is my work. And he works downstairs. We free. Okay. I'm talking to the troll in here. Anyway, Shira, how can I overcome health anxiety? I always have. Oh my gosh, let me see. Hold on, let me roll up. I, I always think I have something wrong and it's ruining my life. I take Xanax. Girl, why don't you just pretend you died? Like have yourself a fake funeral and act like you died and you've resurrected like Jesus and you have eternal life? How about go do that? Maybe that'll save you. Okay? Because you can't walk around thinking something's wrong with you when you're sick. Why don't you just go ahead and die first, like a fake death, and then rise back up as if you are healed? Okay? That might help you mentally. Go be reborn. Um, Sheila, do you ever feel vulnerable with James, and how do you do it? Vulnerable? Yeah, when I want something, I'm extra vulnerable. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do. Tomorrow's our anniversary. We don't really do anything for our anniversary. We kind of wait till Valentine's Day because it's like right around the same time, and we like to take the kids and do something. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be married for, let's see, dang, see how many years I've been married. I'm gonna get the calculator out. 14. Yeah, 14 years. But I've been with him since 2001, so pretty long time. That's my best answer. Don't ask me for advice. You're gonna get exactly how I feel and think about what you asked me. I just go ahead and die and get it over with. Go get all you caught every illness that you could get. Now you're immune to it when you reincarnate. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let me go back. I think pretty much a lot of the questions are repeat questions that I'm seeing on here. As when how men hit the wall. How men hit the wall. Girl. I think men hit the wall if they don't take care of themselves the same way as women hit the wall. You know, there's some men that let themselves go. They don't take care of their teeth. They don't take care of their, body. They don't take care of, health issues because a lot of men don't really like going to the doctor if there's something wrong with them. So they kind of hit the wall with health, dental issues, and probably develop some type of diet issues like high blood pressure, diabetes, or something. Because if they let themselves go and they just sit around and eat all day and don't do anything and drink beer, they're prone to catch something because they're not. Most men don't go on diets like women do. We'll gain like a couple pounds. Like, oh, I need to eat some salad. They just keep eating. So it could get really bad fast with men when they hit the wall. It's like, so that's why they say men who are married live longer because their wife will tell, look, you looking crazy. You can't drink that. You can't eat that. Well, no, I'm throwing that out. You're not having that. But then if they live alone, they're just going to eat and drink whatever they choose and be dead sooner. So men hit the wall with health, dental issues, and chestnuts roasting. And they hit the wall and they don't understand how this all happened. And they wake up one day bald, no teeth, with diabetes or something, and then act like they steal the prize. I don't know. They better hope they still got that money. Anyway, Shira, how to not regret missed opportunities and that what is. I don't think about them. I go and make new opportunities, baby. Make a new opportunity. Mhm. Yeah, I have to change my ringtone because it's this old Christmas one, and it scares me because it's like a deep voice of chestnuts. I need to change it right now. I think that's what I'm gonna do because it's kind of crazy. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna change my ringtone. I'm gonna put it back on. You're just another part of me. Okay, that'll work. MJ, hi. All right. Yeah. If it's gone, leave it in the past. Unless it's trying to send you a check. Okay. If the past ain't coming back with some money, turn around and keep moving forward. That's the best thing I can tell y'all. Who cares if you missed an opportunity? You chose to miss it. That was your decision. Now let's see what's in your future. Let's see what else you can get. You know. Hmm. Okay. So a lot of people have mental um, differences in how they view situations, how they see situations, how they deal with situations, how they deal with how they feel about themselves. And it's because we all had different experiences. So my answer to you, deal with things a lot different because of emotional um, balance, then it's going to be easier to move forward and get what you want. Okay. Mickey says she don't date old men old enough to be her dad because her dad, she thinks. Well, I mean, that's fine. I'm here's my thing. I'm too I couldn't date anybody. I'm 40. Okay. So I have to date older. And when I was younger, James was 47 when I met him. I couldn't date anybody young enough to be my husband. How about that? So we have the opposite problem. Think about it. Just think about it. A man my age, a 40-year-old man my age, do you really think that we would be compatible? Just think about it for a second. Do you really think that we would be compatible? We wouldn't. Because he's still in competition mode. He still thinks he's the prize, and I just don't have time for that. Okay. Thank you, Claudia. 21, meeting a celeb next week for VIP concert. Is it possible to make him a potential for leveling up dating? He's a celeb, girl. Everybody he meets asks that same question, probably. So if you make an impression on him, if you know something, you got to get him in the mind. A, a celeb wants someone that understands certain things. A celeb will like you if you know certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not just a regular old smuggler. So, because he could get that anywhere. You have to be different, a little special. You know what I'm saying? Um, yes, but you can try. You could try, and it also depends on what type of celebrity it is as well. Okay, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Um, tips for wives leveling up. I stopped sleeping with my husband until I start getting what I want. What else should I do? Look good every day and continue living as you were. Get dressed every day, put on makeup every day, do your hair every day, keep your nails done, look good, smell good, and make him want to do right so he can get back with you. Duh. Uh huh. Some older men still look better than younger wives. So, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Sure. There's this guy in my church who seemed to like me, but he recently just got a big job. So now, should I act like I totally don't care about him, or should I treat him nicely? Treat him like he can't afford you, baby. Then he gonna have to prove he can because he's a man and competition is his game, baby. Act like you like nice things. And you say you like him. He's supposed to like you. What is this? Okay, he's supposed to be chasing after you, child. Why don't you level up and make him come after you? You would only date someone your age if I looked way younger. Thank you, MB. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the age thing. I'm very cerebrally cerebral. I'm very mature in my mind, and I can't deal with certain mindsets. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle, MB. So I don't think I could stay married to someone young, like for real. I couldn't. It's just something that I can't do. Um, you are young and you look pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Caught a dusty testing another girl after 2 years. I was so sad. Called my potential. Couldn't keep myself. What? Couldn't keep myself. I started crying. Lied to him that I have a financial problem. He gave you $1,000. See, good job, Maria. Maria was crying over a dusty and got paid. See, that's how you. That's alchemy. That is alchemy right there. Your dusty cheating on you. You call your other one. You go get another one. You start crying, and then you start lying, and then you get paid. Okay, that's how it works. I bet you stop crying after that money. Anyway, okay. What about sexual attraction? I'm not worried about. I'm worried about financial attraction. You know, because how think about this. You have 24 hours in a whole day, right? How many of them hours you gonna be sleeping with that man? Let's just get logical. How many hours are you gonna be sleeping with a man? Like being sexually active with a man. How many hours a day? Every day. And how many hours you gonna be eating, shopping, sleeping, watching TV, getting your hair done, doing your makeup, driving your car? How many? A lot, all of it, right? The rest of it, right? So which one is more important? How many hours are you actually going to see him when he get home from work or when he decides to come and say, "Hi, how are you? How was your day?" Blah 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 blah. Is he gonna sit in front of the TV and watch TV, or are y'all gonna spend all the rest of the hours of the day together? I mean, do you? What you know? So I can't think about something that is the smallest blip on my radar to make a logical lifetime decision. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, I don't care. There we go. Potential helper canceled dinner with him saying serious family issues came up and he's leaving to the US and won't be back until March. He want me to wait for him. How do I let him pay for me waiting while? Um, Ask him to send you a direct deposit or a PayPal or a Cash App. I guess your PayPal, right? Get that app. Or tell him to deposit some money and transfer it, wire it, or whatever. Tell him you have an emergency. Okay, thank you. Yes, you like my hair? Oh my gosh, thank you. This is from ywigs.com. I think I have the video on my beauty channel with this hair. It's like my wigs playlist or hair or wigs playlist. Thanks. Um, mm, what made me decide to help other women? I answer this question a lot. I help other women because they're just not getting what they deserve in life because they don't know how to get it. And the answers are very simple. And I was tired of seeing pygmisha. I was tired of seeing people walking around in bonnets and stuff like that. And I was tired of seeing the least, um, I was tired of seeing the least amount of care put into many women's appearances. And I was just tired of looking at it. So I wanted to help them do better. And I was just like, well, maybe they don't have time. Maybe they're busy working. Maybe they don't have a provider husband. So let me tell them how to go get it. Okay. Because I can't sit up there and be mad at you because you don't know um, the stuff I know. All I can do is share it with you. So sharing is caring, right? Oh, I got some mascara up there. So sharing is caring, you guys, because I care. Oh. Anyway. I don't say anything when someone asks me what I bring to the table. You know what I do? I be like, this is what I say. I bring nothing to the table, baby. You can get this book down there. Click on my link on Amazon.com. You can go get this. My other book is out as well, The Wisdom of Shira 7. And my ebook, I'm going to release that later on this week. It's the same book as the other one, but it's not. It's an ebook form. So this is what I be saying. I bring nothing to the table. Y'all want to read a little bit? I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna read the most asked questions. Why do women deserve this? Why don't women have to bring anything to the table? Because there are men who are willing to offer whatever we need if they can afford it. You know, if they can't afford it, somebody else will. I deserve it because I feel like I deserve it. If I don't deserve it, I still want it, and that doesn't change anything. Okay? For a man to ask a woman why she thinks she deserves it, to me means that he doesn't view you the same as you view yourself. Okay? Therefore, he is not the one for you. Yay. When someone asks you why you deserve the life you live, that means they want you to validate yourself to them like they are important. And you should say, I deserve it because I said I did. Good enough for me. Okay, because I see it so. Because I said so. That's good enough. When a woman is really superficial, it's on purpose. A lot of y'all don't really know that. When a woman is superficial, it is on purpose, so that a dusty man gets the message that he cannot afford you. You need to be superficial to people so they understand what your desires are and and what they require of you. We as women are not trying to have a long and deep conversation, walk on the beach for free, and be outside sweating. I'm superficial. I like nice things. He needs to come with it. Then after he gives me all those things, then he can see the real me. Got to unwrap that package, baby. Because, you have a gift, right? You got your Christmas present, but it's wrapped up in a bunch of paper and bows, and you got some peanuts and, ribbon and wormy things and sparkly things all on the outside packaging. And that's what makes them walk to it. Oh my God, I wonder what's in there. It could be nothing, but they'll go and rush and run to it. Thank you, Nicole. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we need the superficial aspects to draw them in because that's what they like. And once Once they start to open the gift and see that it's, maybe something very interesting or something very, you know, beneficial to them and, mentally or spiritually, then they say, "Oh, okay." Because I wouldn't have been attracted to this on the outside of this box, you know? So that's what the superficial aspect of self is to attract and also to repel that in which you can't afford it. Because, anyway. Mhm. My new book is just all the things that I say to you guys, advice, um, and it's a glossy page 8 by 5 book. It has like it's like a real pretty book. You can display it on your order. My own copy is on the way, so I'll get to show you guys what it looks like when it gets here. It's not a hardcover though. So mhm. Your brother told everyone your real age at my birthday party on purpose. Why would he do that? I don't know. Who cares? Are you under 21? You can't drink what? Or are you trying to hide your age? Oops. Tell him he owe you a good birthday present then. Hmm. Okay. So another thing is anybody people who haven't found their passion yet, create one. Make something that you do whatever you like doing. That's a passion. What do you like? Make that your passion until another one comes up. Right. What do you enjoy doing? And figure out how to make money off of it. Um, to level up mentally, I did a video on that like 2 videos ago. It's how you think about yourself. Start with self. That's all. Start with that part and then go find that video. You fell on the floor when I said, "Well, why don't you just die and resurrect like Jesus?" I'm sorry. I know it's kind of rude, but it's the truth. I mean, you're afraid to get sick, so you might as well just conquer your fear by dying. That makes sense to me. Okay. Just go ahead and die and come back. And like, oh, I can't catch that. I heard died. Okay. Um, how do you become famous on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not famous on YouTube. Now, compared to the other people that's really famous on YouTube, I don't think I'm famous at all. But I think if you have, it used to be easy to get famous on YouTube if you just did some stupid stuff. But YouTube has probably set it up so now you have to actually do the work. So I don't know. I don't know. Why do men shame women for wanting providers but demand the best quality woman? Isn't that male hyper? Yes, it is. I'm glad you noticed that. That's why you need to feel the same way. Okay. For example, like you want a provider man, but not you individually, but women want a provider man but don't want to level up. It's the same thing. So it is. It's just the same thing, except when you win when you level up. They've been practicing. Yep, they've been practicing. So you know, it's not fun when you have the same game but you play it better. It's not fun anymore. Okay. Um. So let me see if I can find some other interesting things in my book. Your your advice for the plain or ugly woman. How do they secure the bag? Wonder what I said in this book. with a bunch of makeup and wigs to step up your looks. That's so me. Um, I actually have a video on that. How to get the bag when you ugly, and it goes deeper on the mental level too. It's probably in my playlist or something. I don't think it's I don't think it's a live video, so just type it in on my channel and see what comes up. Um, let me see. Is it? It is very selfish. Oh wait. Isn't this selfish to be wanting someone to provide for you? Is this selfish? It is very selfish, which is why it's for you. Self love and self preservation. It's making yourself happy. It's self fulfilling. Marry someone that can provide for you so you don't have to be tired and worn out all the time and you can be free. Is this delusional thinking? It's not delusional. Of all the women on my block, 90% of them don't work. It's only delusional if you didn't grow up exposed to this lifestyle and see it for yourself. Okay. So it's only delusional if you're not seeing it with your own eyes everywhere you look. You know what I'm saying? If you change your environment, your mind also changes with it, you know. So if you change your point of view and your mindset, your whole life changes. So I'm like, looking around when I'm younger, I'm like these because my sister, she married a provider when she was younger, and I would see all those women on the block that had provider husbands. They weren't anything special. They weren't nothing special, but they got that ring, that house, and that car. I'm like, hmm. I see prettier women working through the drive-through, and yet we have these type of women. I mean, I'm pretty sure they once were leveled up, but you know how some women let themselves go. But if you are pretty, if you are decent, if you have what it takes, you have the mentality, you can get you a provider. You know, everyone else has figured it out how, that are in those neighborhoods that aren't working. And I think it just takes the right mindset. Mhm. Um, thank you. All right. So a lot of, I'll talk about this last because I know y'all are like probably wondering like what I think about the okra and kale situation. And my spiritual views are very different from my level of views, like my mentality. So I have a difference of opinion. That's why I have two channels because there are different levels of consciousness when it comes to when it comes to different situations. So over there, my consciousness says to do this, and over here it says to do the same thing, but explain it in a mundane way. Thank you, exotic Jennifer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You signed an NDA with a man, but towards the end, his lawyer started not holding his end of the deal up, expecting me to. Should I take the man back to the cleaners because of his fraudulent lawyer? If you got the money and time, go ahead, get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, go get your money, girl. If you have the time and money, if it's only beneficial. Thank you, Percy. Percy here, male energy. Shira, you mentioned your old sister taught you the game. You will ever do a channel with her on YouTube? No, she's not on YouTube, and she really didn't teach me the game. I just observed her. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't good at certain aspects of the game that I'm very good at. So I kind of learned from her and myself put together because where she was weak, I was strong. And so it's very interesting to have that combination because you can avoid the mistakes that they ran into and keep it moving. You know, she would never come on YouTube ever. She's a very shy person. when it comes to stuff like this. She wouldn't do it. Okay. So the okra and kale thing. Okay, so on my other channel, I explained why I was okay with what Snoop said, and he was within his rights. And a lot of women got upset at me because he talked about kale, but and I explained it over there. A lot of people didn't understand or get it because they're not on that level of consciousness yet. So I'll explain it in a mundane way. You're not going to let people replace images of great people with other images that did not earn that position. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you, Simone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How long should the talking stage be? Casually dating for 2 months, not intimate. He's 50 and rescues me when I'm a damsel, but he traveled there. Girl, you ain't got to give it up. As long as you getting money, keep it that way as long as possible. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Simone. Keep it that way as long as possible, as long as you're getting the type of money you want. Okay? Because the longer that lasts, the longer the relationship is going to last, the more money you're going to get. Start stacking it, start your own business. Ask for more in the future, come up with bigger emergencies. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Shira, my sugar daddy being really cheap. How do I ask him for more without coming across as a gold digger? He's married. He makes a lot of promises. Shit, my girl, where the other one? Where the other one at? He's married. He got a family to take care of. He can't be giving you all his money, girl. Go get another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You could tell him, look, I need extra help. I think I might be pregnant. And, he'll fork up some cash quick on that one. But after that, then what you going to do? Go get another one. You need two. Shelly Ann, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, I want to ask him for money without sounding like I'm begging for it. I have a trip coming up in March, and I'll like him to pay for it. Tell him you need to go to a funeral, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start crying. Somebody died. You need the funeral money to go on a plane trip. Book it to that place where you need to go. Anyway. Shira, whenever I wear makeup and straighten my hair, people stare at me and tell me how beautiful I am. When I don't wear makeup and have my hair natural, none look at me twice. Does this, what you say? Does this mean I'm ugly? No, it don't mean you ugly. It means that you're not finished getting ready. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is a blank palette ugly until you start drawing on it? Is a plain paper bag ugly until somebody prints something on it or puts a logo or picture on it? No, it just looked different afterwards and it's more attractive. Okay. It's more appealing. It's more attractive. Does a Christmas tree without ornaments on it look like a Christmas tree or just a pine tree? You want to be a pine tree or you want to be a Christmas tree? People are more attracted to Christmas trees. Okay. It's that simple. Put your decoration on. Okay. Doesn't mean you're ugly. It just means you're not decorated. All right. Your boyfriend promised to take you out on your birthday. Now he's broke. Go get you a shit. Where's your other one? Tell him your mama taking you out and go out with somebody else, girl. Or go out by yourself and meet another one. Hey, don't sound like a boyfriend to me. So, so yeah. Oh, I keep getting interrupted. Yeah, I just said that I didn't support Kale and Oprah in this situation or any situation that they've been a part of lately, and I don't think I ever will. So that's that. Mhm. Sprinkle, sprinkle, yes. Why do I call them kale and okra? And now we got rice up in the mix. Um, I don't know because it rhymes. It's funny. Hmm. You see it's still okra. Oh no. Yes. 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 You got to put that makeup on, ladies. Red lips attract eyes. They can see you very far away. You can see exactly what the lip shape you have from across the room, baby. Look at that. You can see you from across the room, and where are they looking? Straight at your lips. What are they looking for? When they looking at your lips, some love, some kiss. Why fight for men who don't even like black women? I don't know. I don't fight for men that don't like black women. Uh, I don't fight for any man. I'm a woman, but I don't let people erase the legacies of great men so that when my children grow up, they don't have any role models or people to look at that look like them who accomplished great things in life. I don't let people erase them because I'm not emotional and I can put that pettiness and anger to the side and uphold the Michael Jacksons and Kobe's of the world so that Justin Bieber is not the king of pop and in 10 years from now. Okay. So I can put my emotions aside to think and be wise and not have to worry about if someone is going to come support me or not because my husband supports me. I support me. My kids support me. So I'm not looking for anybody to come and support me for doing what is right as far as the bigger picture. I think higher, not lower. And I don't feel like it's something that a lot of people can do, which is why I teach how to control emotions so that sometimes when a major decision or a major thing occurs, you can handle it and get the best outcome from several people, not just your temporary relief of anger. You see? So you got to be smart in the world. You can't be emotional. So a lot of people didn't understand that because I went into the spiritual aspect of it and decoded all what was going on. But that is the mundane version of it. And I think it's understandable. Hmm. He didn't care about his own women. He cared about his mama, his sister, his nieces, his nephews, his nanny, his secret baby mama. Okay. He cared about enough women. He cared about enough women to support them. Supports his mother. He supports everybody. And in the 90s. Then he married his high school girlfriend. That was Kobe. So I can't be upset with people for who they like. I don't care. Hmm. Black men don't care about our image. Y'all don't care about y'all image. Half of y'all walking around here in bonnets, flip flops, t-shirts with holes in it. So if you don't care about it, no one else will either. Okay. If you are um, leveled up all day, every day, people would care about it, you know, because you would be held as, oh my God, why would they say that about But we sitting over here walking around looking crazy half the time. And so we don't have an image. And, the people that are in the media that may be attacked, like women in the entertainment industry that may be attacked, you know, um, you have to worry about rumors starting. Oh, well, how come no one came to the rescue of such and such? And da 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 da. Well, the rumor could start. It's harder for a man to step up and do something because they have more to lose. They have families to support. They can't get out of pocket, especially if they're in the entertainment industry. Oh no, they're owned by other people. So they really don't have the freedom to do so. Now, regular smegular guys on the internet that don't take up for women, it's because that's not in their nature. They're men. They don't have the nurturing aspect of that type of thing. They could care less. They're not looking at gossip. They're trying to get a woman. They're trying to talk somebody out of their tax return. They're not online looking for stuff like that to unless they're feminine. And why would you want a feminine man to defend you anyway? Okay, all these men online that are trolling around in the comments are feminine, because if they weren't feminine, they wouldn't be online. They'd be getting some money out with a woman, etc., etc. So you're looking for internet feminine men to come and defend women online you know, who they don't even know. So it's kind of weird to me that people would want to be defended by Dusties they wouldn't get a good time of day to tell the truth. You want to be defended by a Dusty you wouldn't even give your number to? What if he defends you or somebody being a pick Dusty and you don't pick him? New word, pick Dusty. What if a pick, because y'all know them pick Dusties be in them comments, calling you queens and whatnot, and you ignore them too when they do take up for you. Oh, this is a beautiful black queen in A, B, C, and D. How you doing? Okay, so it's the same thing as pick Misha. It's just the truth. That's what it is. Okay, they don't want to come to your rescue unless there's something that you are offering. Just like for pick Misha, she want that DM and he want that DM. Talking about erasing legacy, but you're defaming black female billionaire. That works for people that don't have your best interest in mind. Yes. She already got her billions. The fact is, Michael Jackson trumps Oprah. Sorry. Michael Jackson is global. Oprah's not global. Guess who's more important? Michael. Sorry. Michael trumps Oprah all day, every day. Nobody in Russia knows who Oprah is. Nobody in, okay, no. They don't know who Oprah is. They wouldn't even open the Louis Vuitton store for her. In Europe, okay? No, Michael, they stopped the world for him. So he deserved to be held up higher. Oprah just want to tear people down so she could fit somewhere in history, but she's a talk show host. That's it. And an actress who signed some deals and now she owes some favors. So I'm holding Michael up because he deserved to be held up. He did more work. He started when he was 8 years old. He deserved it. And anybody that tried to tear his legacy down, is something wrong with them. Real wrong. Okay? Done. Okay. I don't hate her. I just don't. I think Michael Jackson trumps her. Sorry. Um. Oh, what does Michael have anything to do? She did this whole interview, and then they proved everything. All those people were lying, and they had the receipts. So I'm not for Gail or Oprah. They're run by other people that can't do the dirty work themselves. So I've written them off, darling. Um. Right. Yeah. Well, someone asked me that question, so I was answering it. So yeah, the topic was everybody's different mentally. Like that was a great example how some women will mentally gravitate towards the emotional response versus the obvious logical response. And this is a problem. This is why a lot of us have an issue getting what we want in life because we're going about it. Oh, a woman wouldn't be a good president, or a woman wouldn't be a good leader or a boss or whatever, because they're too emotional. And I feel like the any type of woman that will be a politician is going to be a masculine type man, a masculine type woman, or someone with a very balanced emotional stance, you know, um, like a Michelle Obama. I really feel that once a lot of emotional balance takes place, people will understand things on a higher level of thinking. Hmm. And some most of your major life issues could be solved just by controlling your emotion and making the correct decision, not based in emotion, but based more in logic. You can use a little emotion, but make sure it's not the majority, you know, of how you make the decision. Put the logic in there too. Mhm. Um, I don't think Michelle Obama is masculine. I was thinking of Hillary Clinton when I was saying masculine, but it's like someone like Michelle Obama who is balanced in her emotion. Yeah. Um. Hmm. Right. So talk about feminine ambitious women, money, da 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 da. Feminine ambition. I mean, I'm the wrong person to. I mean, I have my own ambition. I have ambition within myself. If I get in, I'm a creative person. So I don't do anything until I get inspired. I have to be inspired. I have to inspire myself. I have to have an idea that inspires me. And then once I'm inspired, I will go until I'm done. I will go and complete whatever I'm doing as long as I'm inspired to do it. Because inspiration gives you fuel and discipline and all of that. And you don't even have to think about it. So if you know how to inspire yourself, then you can get paid easily. Okay. Inspiration can come from music, watching videos, looking through photos, just anything that sparks something inside of you. Hmm. Ideas. My sign, y'all know I'm a Pisces. I inspire you. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, yeah, there are different types of women as well. That's why the whole level up game is how it is. There are very beautiful women who almost look perfect. There are average women. There are women who are very attractive in the normal sense of the word, and they do well too in life. And then there's, women who are trying to level up. There's women that are obsessed about their appearance. There are women who just try to look their best with what they got. Speaking of money. So whichever one you fit in, that's good. I think I fit more into the one that levels up and uses what they have and does the best that they could do and also helps others. I'm not obsessed with my looks because I'm already married and stuff, so it don't matter. Um, but I could see that in this day and age, because when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of the things that you guys have. We didn't have Instagram. We didn't have to compare ourselves. All we had were skinny, starving, anorexic models in a magazine. And so we knew we was never going to be anorexic, so we just did our own thing. Some people starved, but I knew I wasn't going to starve. So we just did our own thing. We felt good within ourselves. But then comes, social media, Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. And now you're looking at people that have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on making themselves look like this. And it's almost like people are now obsessed with how they look before they even think about if they have the mental capacity to go get a bag. Because I've seen so many women spend a lot of money on, surgery before you do it. Like, and here's a lesson to a lot of ladies. If you think about stuff before you do it, if you really need surgery to repair something or to fix something that's very flawed, maybe you had kids, maybe you just need something. But if you change yourself so much that men are intimidated or afraid to be with you because you're too beautiful and they fear someone always trying to take you away from them, that could also be a reason why they don't want to be serious, and also if you're constantly um, taking photos and putting them online, they may will start to feel some type of way if they don't think that they can fully have you to themselves. Um, I would like a what? You want to get a breast reduction, tummy lipo? Okay, well, I mean, if that's what's going to help you feel great about yourself, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I'm talking to a lot of the people that are get addicted to it. Um, what Grinda? I make more than you and your husband combined. Okay, well, good for you. Mhm. I don't know how much you make, and I really don't care. Oh, you love my eyebrows? Thank you. Were you talking to me, or are you talking to somebody else? I don't know. Um. hmm How to control emotion? Stop caring. Care about the one thing and the goal that you're trying to accomplish, and don't let stupid, silly, temporary emotion get in the way of a permanent, lifelong choice that you've made. You just have to think about it like that. Here's how it will compare emotion to. You know how when you forget that something is hot and you touch it? It's like that. It's like you're so emotional that you're going to take a hot pan out of the oven with your hand because you're not thinking. And then you're going to end up burned. Okay. It wasn't worth it. You should have slowed down, thought about what you were doing. You got the glove, put it on, took the pan out of the oven, take your time. And so that's how I see when you make emotional decisions that you're just going to burn yourself. If someone makes you feel some type of way because they treated you this way, remember that's them, not you. You didn't treat yourself that way. When someone else decides to treat you a certain way, you can either not accept it, number one, or accept it and then feel bad about yourself and the situation and be sad and then become emotional. Or you could say, okay, well, I guess I'll see you later and go do something else, and continue to enjoy your life. Because if you allow someone else to tell you who you are, what you are, or promise you something that they never deliver on, then it's your fault for staying there. It's your fault for dealing with it. It's your fault for accepting it. If you just go and do your own thing or find someone else, then you won't really be emotional. You'll just be like, oh well, it's just like a little kid. And they go to recess at school and a little kid don't want to play with him because he's playing with something else or he's busy. They'll just go to somebody else and say, hey, you want to play tag? They're not sitting over there crying. Well, I don't want to play tag with me. Oh, he must not have another friend. I don't know what I'm going. They're just gonna go ask somebody. Hey, you want to play tag? Hey, you want to go play tag? Hey, you want to go play tag? Okay, let's go. End of story. They ain't gonna sit there and cry because the first person that they asked or who they thought was their tag person don't want to play tag today. Just go get somebody else. Go get another one. Okay. So we decide how we feel. We decide whether we're going to be emotional or not. Now I can understand if somebody dies or you lose something. Of course, that's grief. That's natural. But we decide how we feel on a day-to-day basis by how we deal with things and react to things. What do women say when a woman hits 30? She's hit the wall. Don't you think women can be desirable at 40? I'm 40. I know I'm desirable because I know I didn't hit the wall. Okay. So I don't believe that. I just don't believe them. I just believe that they try to bring your self esteem down because they don't have a chance because they wallet hit the wall. So they got to make you seem like you hit the wall so you can slow down so they can catch up with you because they didn't hit the wall. They got to get back up and dust off and limp on over to you, and only to be disappointed to find out that they can't afford you or trick you because you're too old and wise to be played, and so they have to go find someone younger who don't know anything and try to exploit them for whatever they can get out of them. But you know, I don't believe any woman hits their wall until they give up. You can have a 25-year-old that look like they've hit the wall because they don't take care of themselves. It's all about how you take care of yourself and how you know you see yourself and your self-worth. Hmm. I never hitting you ain't never hitting the wall. Good for you. Don't hit it, girl. The only thing you need to hit is the casket. You ain't hitting no wall until you die. You hit the casket top. Bam. I did it. You know what? If I were being buried in a casket, well, I'm being cremated, but if I were gonna be buried, I would want to look at my casket too. So, so I can't agree on everything she says, but for the most part, she's spitting. Yeah, y'all don't have to agree about everything I say. That's the beauty of being different. Like, it would be boring if everyone just said, um, "You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right." So, well, I'm being cremated because I don't want to be buried, baby, or embalmed. Okay, what to do about racing thoughts? Focus. My goal is to, and then your thoughts won't race because you'll be too focused on that goal. Thank you, J Cat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Newly single and ready. Please sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Go get you another one. Get you some. Good luck out there. Get you some money, girl. Um, Shira, what is twin flame energy? Ugh. That's more for my spiritual channel. There's nothing I can discuss on here because you will go right over most people's head. Thank you, Lola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mistress of man, married 3 months ago. We have 2 years. Wife, fat, rich, bodybuilder. What? He slept with me wedding weekend, weekday after honeymoon. Saw me on holiday. His birthday. Left wife sleeping to sneak to me. He's secretly trying to impregnate me. Why? So you don't go nowhere, Lola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then he'll be like, well, you can't file child support on me because my wife will find out, and then you're gonna get left high and dry. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Get pregnant and file that child support on him. It might make his wife leave him, girl. So weigh your options, girl. But if you're easily controlled and manipulated, and he can talk you out of filing that child support, if you want his wife gone, then don't do it. If you're easily manipulated, don't do it. Okay, I wouldn't do it unless I knew. I was like, I need a car, I need a new place, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. But I think about that real good and see if it's most beneficial to you. Okay, find the most beneficial avenue, and if it feels good, feels like a good idea for you, then go for it. Um, you use one of my tricks on a on a man told him my roommate is jealous because she thinks her boyfriend is into me. He handed me money and took me shopping 2 days. Ha ha ha. Okay, okay, that's good. What are ways to get the wife gone? Ways y'all probably too chicken to do. Anyway, he said, Marcus said he out of here when he heard child support. Bye, Marcus. Hey, how you doing? Bye. Hi and bye. Have I heard of stress tests? No. What stress test? I thought that's when you like get on a treadmill and they put some stuff on you and you run. What are y'all talking about? Um, Girls, I don't have a lot of friends and a little bit introvert. Where can I freestyle? Anywhere, 'cause they don't care. No one knows who you are. Freestyle in a place that other introverts go. Find an There was this place that I used that someone took me to a long time ago, and it was like a really dark place that had like couches, and it was like a wine bar, and it was very dimly lit. It seemed like a place where people took their girlfriends, mistresses, or um, somewhere like they wanted to get close and snuggle and make out and stuff. It was very dimly lit. So, but they did have a bar downstairs, and people would go down there and freestyle. Oh, you want to go upstairs to the couch, into the bar area? I don't know if they still have that place in Houston. It's called Marfrey's, and I don't even think it has a name on it. It's just like a door under a staircase in a shopping center. Like nobody even knows it's there. It's like a little secret spot. Yeah, yeah. It's 86 is still. But when I went, it was a long time ago, like early to late 90s, early 2000s. Girl, it was so old, long time ago. Girl. Long time. Probably before some of y'all was born. Anyway, stress test is damsel story before y'all meet. Y'all gotta use it within the first 2 weeks of meeting. Potential more you try, better chances. Videos is start planning it from the moment you guys start talking. Like, hey, how was your day? Oh, nothing. My car made a weird noise today. Then the next day, just strange happen. Oh, what? Oh, this weird light came on in my car, and I'm trying to look it up in the owner's manual. What it mean? You see, stuff like that. Until finally, he suggests you go get your car checked out. Dating an old man for a month, and he wants to be his girlfriend. He wants you to be his girlfriend, but he only invested 1K so far and not want to give me more because we not sleep together. How to get more invest? Give him a date that you're gonna sleep with him and come up with a emergency situation that costs money, baby. And then don't show up at the date that you all were gonna go sleep together because somebody in your family died and now you gotta go out of town for a week. Fake funeral, fake story, give them a date. That's the formula. Give them a date that y'all gonna do something. 1 day or 2 days before the date, big old emergency come up because he gonna pay to get to that date. Okay. Then the next day, somebody die, and you gotta go out of town. He may or may not give you the plane money for the plane ticket, and then promise him another date when you get back. So he's gonna be waiting. Then say, "Oh, I'm still so depressed over my loss." Then y'all got to start all over again. See? So it's the perfect cycle if you do it correctly. Okay? Be smart. Um, I got to go in a few minutes, y'all. Yep, YouTube been buffering all day. I think they're upgrading it and doing some different stuff to it to where the screen you can watch video in the side of the screen now, so they're always buffering when they're upgrading. Is a side chick pick Misha. She ain't pick Misha if she ain't working and getting everything paid for her. Okay. She's slick Risha. Okay, she ain't trying to work. Okay, bye. They use these lies on us. They sure do. Thank you, Alicio. Um, why do some people, sister, always agree and on wait, hold on, I'm trying to see. Always agree on their partner's side, even if they are in the wrong. And when I see them on holidays, how do I deal with when he tries to control everything, getting to me too much? Because they're married and they have to live life according to how their household works. And if they don't agree, if he doesn't agree with something, he's a provider and she wants to be provided for, and it's more beneficial for her to agree than it is to disagree, then she's probably going to side with her husband, you know, unless you plan on paying some bills. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how she probably is thinking. And if she were to him because she fears that he's going to go out and do something to anger her, you see. So it's a game. Marriage is a game, and people play with strategy. You say he's broke, she provide, then that means that she thinks he's the prize. So she obviously is going to agree because she believes he's the prize. So sprinkle, sprinkle, though. Thank you. She confused and she thinks he's the prize, and that's why. Okay. What do you think about a 48-year-old guy? Good career, has a wife, wants more kids, but wife can't. Said he'd provide if we get married. Well, if we get married, hold on, this don't sound right. Said he'd provide if we get married. Should I consider? So let him divorce the other wife first. Then y'all talk about some marriage, okay? Because you don't know how much money he gonna have after that divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you'll talk about it after the divorce. You better hurry up because your clock ticking. Okay. Um, I think I'm the only serious. I think I'm only be serious with women that are doctors and engineers. Good for you. They can tell you what to do, where to go, how to sleep, where how to eat, and everything. You have a boss at home. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time you sneeze, they're gonna tell you what's wrong with you. They're gonna tell you go get tested. They're gonna have all these pills and medication, and if you mess up, they're gonna get that insulin shot. And I mean, never mind. Anywho, you need to watch Forensic Files. Sure, is it good to play weak, dumb, or vulnerable emotions to get what you want? Yeah, instead of fighting and arguing, it sure is. Hmm. Your 51-year-old has slowed down to publish his book. Do you think he's becoming a Dusty? Um, uh, yeah. I hope he got enough money to sustain himself in part time. And then they do have a publishing printer aspect. That's I didn't see why he gotta stop working. He can do this at the same time. He can do this at work on his lunch break. Come on. Go back to work. Unless he got a what you call it, a book advance. Tell him he could get prepaid orders on his Amazon account too before he even write the book. But no, I'm not seeing how I don't know. He must think the old-fashioned way. He must not know about Amazon publishing. Okay. What to say to husband when they ask why you're acting different? Why would you be acting different? You cheating? If you're cheating, just start crying. I don't know how to tell you this. He gonna think you gonna tell me you cheating, right? I don't know how to tell you this. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your makeup looks fire. Thank you, girl. Then tell him you're thinking about getting plastic surgery and that you've been going to the doctor and uh, trying to figure out if you want breast implants or butt implants or something. Make something stupid up. Breast implants or whatever implants. And I just don't know. And because you're not paying much attention to me, you don't spend money on me like you used to. I think I'm getting ugly. I think I'm hitting a wall. There you go. You might even get some shopping out of it. Maybe I just need to, read. Maybe I just need some new clothes. I'm just not feeling it. Oh, he has enough money, but now he wants to write and work less. I think it's feminine. Well, older men get more feminine as they get older, but as long as they have money and paying your bills, they'll probably be easier to deal with. And when I say feminine, it means they relax their masculine, macho ways, and they just kind of want to coast, from that. They want to coast on in. So I feel that that's just a natural part of the aging process. Okay. Anthony says, "Do you work? Do you provide? If so, hit me up." Pick Misha. Um, and also, so you guys know, I haven't blocked a lot of people on my channel, but if they're like those weird trolls that keep posting over and over and over, I just block them from. I just hide them from my view, so I can't see them. So I can't see a lot of because I hid them on the channel. But I don't know if y'all can still see anybody, but I hid them so I can read your comments. But they can stay and get me paid. But I am only looking at you guys' comments. You made $104,000 this year on your military veteran, no kids, 6'3". I'm only looking for a doctor. That ain't a lot of money though for no doctor, no engineer. Anyway, I mean that's good. That's decent. I don't know how old you are. That's good. That's decent. But I'm pretty sure they're looking for more money than that. Miss Prissy Pants, thank you. Jealous coworkers will stop their conversation and stare me down. So much negative energy causes me to make mistakes at work. Any advice, please? Girl, you need to put on your phone to your theme music when you walk by. Look at this. What's your theme song, girl? What's your theme song? Y'all want to hear mine? But y'all want to hear my theme song? Where's your theme song? What you doing? Girl, give them something to hate on. Let me find my theme song. Nope. Hold on. You ready? When I walk in,
what the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
There you go. That's all you gotta do. Put that on. Lil Wayne will do the talking for you. hmm That's your theme song. And on cue, when he says 5, 4, 3, 2, he let one go, you go like that. And there you go. Okay. That's what you got to do. Or you just walk like you hear that in your head, but don't stick your finger up and just like go like this with your weave or whatever. Drop something and watch. Let them watch men scurry to pick it up. Do extra. I do it on purpose just to make them matter. Um, for real. Anyway, I gotta go, but y'all have a good rest of the day. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everybody. Thank y'all who donated. I really appreciate it. Thank you who hit the like button. Everybody who hit that like. Everybody who hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you. Hint, hint. Appreciate you. Bye.